guys, it's your girl Irene and welcome to the Irene Musuka official channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel and please do subscribe. Let's get going together. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back and thank you very much for sticking around. Thank you. You know the drill, you know how it's done. Like this video, leave me a comment. Do not forget to share it with as many people as possible, because you might just never know who wants to hear these particular tips that I'm going to share. Believe me, they are so juicy. And when I mean juicy, you know it's gonna be something very juicy, not the mazoi type of juicy though. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of people don't like goldfish, so okay, whatever the case, it's gonna be juicy. So let my intro play.
Hey honey, put your money where your mouth is. Don't just talk to me about it. Wari ashipa saka niga pretend. Au yo zonka ya fika nola zentie fugonyo gapo. Jos, kadunku jos. Alo fugonyo.
Hey beautiful people, so in this video I'm giving you guys a list of points that will surely help you make your 2022 better than your 2021. And please note, on each and every point that I'm going to give you, bear in mind that effort should be attributed to every single thing. So if you're the type that draws down resolutions at the beginning of every year, you know what I'm talking about. Because most of you who draw down resolutions, you just draw them down, be like, okay, these are for the whole year. And then you lose focus along the way and stop putting in effort in whatever that you are supposed to be doing. So as long as you don't put in effort in that particular thing, believe me, it's more like you're not doing anything. Even just the energy you spent to even write it down, the ink you spent, you just wasted it. Yeah, disclaimer, I'm going to give you these points, but they're in no particular order of importance, so I'm just giving them to you. So it's not like the one that I'll start with is the most important and no, like I'm just giving them to you. So the first point is showing self-care is one of the ways to make your 2022 way better than your 2021, because every single thing that you're going to be doing starts with you. You can't show the world love if you don't love yourself. You can't care for another person if you don't care for yourself. So showing yourself self-love and self-care is very important. Next on the list is setting realistic and attainable goals, guys. And when we say realistic and attainable goals, this should be in line to what you do. If you're like me, yeah, like you don't do anything, you're just like, you have these small side hustles, your points or your goals should be in line with whatever that you do. There's no way you're a hairdresser like me, not even on a large scale, like I'm just a hairdresser on not even medium, like on a small scale, and then I say by the end of the year I want to drive a Range Rover. Like how it's not like money just falls from heaven. I know we're supposed to have faith, declare things in faith, because yes, there's power in the tongue, but let's learn to set goals looking at the realistic side of things, the real side of life. So set realistic goals, make sure these goals are attainable and the goals are in line with what you do. This drives us to our next point, which is avoiding negative energy by all means. Guys, this one is also very important. I know I said all the points are important, but please, this one, pay attention, because it actually links to the first point, which is showing yourself self-love and self-care. Negative energy usually comes from our circle. The people around us, the type of energy they possess is what we attract, because we are found with them. They are in our circle. So if I'm found with people that have a lot of negative energy, it means I'm also prone to that negative energy. And once I fall in the ditch of negativity, then things like self-love and self-care will they'll be very difficult to even see. I hope you know what I'm talking about. No, I know you do know, but I just hope you get the point here. Stay away from people with negative energy. stay away from people with negative energy. I had to say it for the second time just to emphasize, because negativity, negative energy leads to a lot of bad things. It leads to low self-esteem, because the moment you feel like, okay, yeah, let me just step out of this shell, you have that negative energy around that will always be like, okay, you can't do this, you cannot do that. So negative energy, we're talking about the circle that you have. Make sure you have good people around you, because your circle will determine the type of energy that you bring into your life.
Oh, in 2022, not like that. She fire is an positive to negative. We don't want that people. That we were firing. 2021.
Girl, you heard it, dude. That's just it. Even Ben said it. Negative energy. Tyler this year. We don't want any negative energy. Our next point is accepting toxic relations. Guys, this one is also important. It's very important. You know, I have deliberately put it like this, accepting toxic relations, because I didn't want to just put it on the outer side of, no, stay away from toxic people, shan 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 uko, because at the end of the day, sometimes we tend to be the toxic ones. We're so keen on cutting off people. I'm toxic people, I'm cutting. People who do what I'm like, sometimes you're actually the toxic one. So when I say cutting off toxic relation, it actually starts from you. So if you are the toxic one, you have to sit. And then the secret here is realizing and accepting the fact that you can actually be the toxic one. So once you reach the point where you say, okay, maybe I'm the problem here, it means things are okay. Because you might end up cutting off every single person in your circle, thinking they're toxic. Get yourself a new circle and still have problems with them. If it gets to that point, just know that you might be the problem and you have to sit down and sort yourself out. Clean yourself out. Sort yourself out. It's not always that people around you are toxic. Sometimes it's actually you who's the toxic one. Then my next point is affirmation. You guys, this is also very important. I know most of my points sound the same, but believe me, they are very different if you take time to actually just think about them. Affirmation is important. Take time to sit, read, and listen, especially to motivational talk. Listen to motivational speakers, like we have a lot. You can just go on Facebook, yeah, YouTube, especially just Google motivational talks, and then yeah, there are a lot of videos will come. You have a lot of options to choose from. Pick any of them. These really help out a lot. And then depending on what works for you, when you finally find something that keeps you going, that encourages you or motivates you to keep going, make sure you tell yourself that every single day. So psychology actually says and has proven that once you do something repeatedly for 21 days, it becomes a habit. Like, you get used to it. It's something that you can no longer avoid. For you to try to stay away from that thing, you need to put in so much effort. So imagine every single day waking up telling yourself you can do it and you will do it. Like, just these words, I can do it and I will do it. Like, every single day you wake up in the morning, and then go all through the day with the same vibe, go to bed with the same vibe, and then in like 21 days it becomes a habit. What do you think is going to happen? Of course, coupled with a lot of effort, it means this year we're definitely excelling higher than we did last year. So all my points, I repeat, sound almost the same, but when you take time and actually think about them, they're very different. But words of affirmation, very, very important. And I say this on every single point. This is just to emphasize how each and every point is very important. Lastly, but not the least, I say they're not in any particular order. So lastly, but not the least, prayer. Get used to praying, guys. Get used to praying. I'm saying okay, hear this from a person who has seen prayers do wonders. and that's me. So yeah, like that's me. Prayer works wonders. So get used to praying. You know, I think that's why certain things just tend to work out for me. Allow me to brag, guys. My God has blessed me. Allow me to brag. God has blessed me. Certain things just tend to work out because these hands, like a lot of people used to make fun of me, guys. Okay, I'm finally coming out my insecurities. Like you see my hands. A lot of people used to make fun of my fingers, especially in what's that? In junior secondary school. Malcolm, if you're watching this, you're one of those people. I'm sure you remember very well. Like I've got very short and fat fingers. Like they're short and fat. So a lot of people used to make fun of me. But these hands give me money. These fingers literally made my side hustle. Guys, I use these hands to plait hair. And believe me, I'm proud of what I do, and I'm thankful to the Almighty, because without him it wouldn't have been possible. I know each and every gift that we have comes from God. It's just up to us to develop them. So I'll put some pictures here of the works that I do. If you're interested, you can just call me. I'll put my number down in the description box. Let's get talking. So I actually got used to this mentality of just saying a short prayer before I do anything, and right now it's just in there, like it's in my head. Even before plaiting hair, I'll be like, I'm getting a comb, and I'm just parting the first one before I even do anything. I'll be like, God, this gift came from you. Take charge. Do it like you have always done it for me. Amen. And then I'm there. I'm plaiting. Without any worries. You would literally come to me with a hairstyle I've never done, and I'll be like, I've never done this. And then there are those people who hype, yeah, well, you can do anything, and I'm like, okay, fine. And then we're going to start. Just do a short prayer inside, and then we're doing it. At the end of the day, we're done, and it actually turns out amazing. Even before doing certain things, I'll just be like, God, please go before me, clear the path for me, and then off we go. Even before going to the market, sometimes I'm just stepping out of my father's house. I'm telling myself inside to say, God, please go before me, because you might never know what just might happen. Things happen in a blink of an eye. Things happen in a snap of a finger, and just by telling yourself that, talking to your God even just for seconds, it really makes a difference. Let's get used to talking to our Creator. It really doesn't matter where or when. God hears our prayers as long as you're pure with a clean heart. He's a God that listens. He's a very, very good God. So before, guys, I even started feeling a certain way. So before I start preaching here, those are the points that I just wanted to share with you guys. And I really hope you get one or two things from what I have shared. Please, please, please leave me comments, share your points, share your resolutions, share some ways on how you think we can better our 2022. And yeah, don't forget to share. Like, you just never know who might want to listen to these tips, so don't forget to share. So from me to you, it's bye bye, see you next time. And please, guys, share. Let's get growing.